Too bad, my bad.
Like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Empty.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From midfield now, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
20!
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check tight end, check.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wentz throwing complete to Arcega right side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Haskins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Haskins will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
What's tight? Tight end's right.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Wentz on the give to Sanders, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Into the red zone. Wentz. This one's caught right around the 6. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Other side, solid. 80 weapons.
They'll run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Throwing is Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his His kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Wentz now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and 11 now. Wentz, open man, Arthega right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz going to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. J.J. Arthega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
To throw is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, it's Haskins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down, Redskins.
Here we go. 56 is the mark.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Haskins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Ricky Seals Jones. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it with Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Third down, here's Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ricky Seals-Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's out time.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
65.
Once again with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Go. 120.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Two jet.
Wentz now to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First down, Redskins.
Haskins now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left, and a pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Redskins 24.
Here we go. 180.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
On first down. It's Sanders, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Second and 12.
Back man. Hey, Great 15. Great 15.
Tight right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down.
4, Tokyo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Haskins. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Haskins to throw it, and he finds McLaurin. A 3rd down gain of 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
38-yard line.
Second down, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw, Haskins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check me out.
To throw, it's Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Bang, 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 bang. Jam, 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 jam.
Two jet.
51's the mic.
Protein spill.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. This is Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And some room to work. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw. Open man is Myers. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Right here. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he finds Seals Jones complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Haskins to throw. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.